Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is the show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. Happy Monday. That 48 hours went by quick. We are back at it. Happy Monday. Happy Monday's 9 a.m. where you are located at, listening to us live. Let me welcome in Counselor Nikki, who is filling in for Miss Morningstar as she enjoys her Sunday dinner with her parents this week. There's nothing like that Sunday dinner with parents. Oh my goodness. Miss those days. So I am hoping that they are having a great time. But good morning, Nikki. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Yes, I love me some Sunday dinner with
Me
family
too.
or family or friends who became family.
Absolutely. I love it. And there's nothing like it. And that's the one thing about having a big family. You can anticipate everybody coming over. So have fun, Miss Morningstar. We are here holding down for you. If you're listening, we love you, sis. Enjoy. Give mama and daddy a kiss from us. All right. So good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi, and Memphis, Tennessee. Good evening, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. What a great day. What a great day we're about to get started on. It is Monday. And some people hate Monday, but I look forward to it because I know it's starting another week and I'm above ground versus below. So it's great that I've made it another Monday. I want to
And you get to try again this week. You get to
one
start
more day.
fresh.
Start fresh. I want to remind everybody out in Holly Springs, Mississippi, and Memphis, Tennessee, and everyone that's listening to drink your 16 ounces of water as soon as you wake up in the morning, as soon as you get up. After that, take your morning medications. If you have to take that with breakfast, please do so. Take your vitamins and start your day off on the right foot. There's nothing like getting nutrients in your body to help you continue to have a great day. And on that, we also need positive words and positive energy to ensure that we have a great day. And we get those affirmations today from Counselor Nikki, who's filling in.
Yes.
What do you have for this morning?
Channeling it. I'm channeling it.
Bring it in.
All right. So today I just have 10 positive affirmations to start your week.
Perfect.
Okay. Our first one is I am worthy of love, rest, and compassion every single day.
Yes.
So this week we're going to be mindful and make room for rest.
Yes.
Number 2, I choose to honor my needs without guilt or apology.
Yeah.
Number 3, I am growing, healing, and becoming stronger in ways I can feel and ways I cannot see yet.
Absolutely. And that's the beauty.
Sometimes it doesn't happen overnight and you look up and you're in a different space.
Yeah, absolutely.
My voice matters, my feelings matter, and I matter.
Say that. We matter, you matter, period.
Yes, and I matter. I give myself permission to slow down and breathe. Yes. I tell people you can always steal 5 minutes of your day somewhere just to let it all go.
Yep, let it all go. Breathe so you can at least get through the next moment.
Yes. I am learning to trust myself and the wisdom within me.
Yeah.
I release what drains me and welcome what nourishes me.
Absolutely. From
And you know,
your food to your mind, to your body, your spirit, your soul. Yes, ma'am.
yes, protect your peace. And it doesn't have to happen all at once. You don't got to get rid of everything at once, but little by little, just let it go.
Absolutely.
I am allowed to take up space and be full and fully be myself.
Yeah. Take up space, sis.
Yeah.
Unapologetically take up
And if
space.
you can't be yourself, then that's not your space.
Right.
I am deserving of peace, joy, and moments of ease. It does not have to be hard for you to appreciate it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then the last one, every step I take towards caring for myself is an act of courage and healing.
Every step. No one has all the answers, but it's one step, one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, one day at a time. And
Yep.
say again, you are worthy. You are. Believe
Yep.
that. I see you out there on YouTube, Catalina Slays. She said, "You guys are so pretty. Thanks for doing what
Oh,
that I need
thank you.
this." Thank you, sweetheart. We appreciate that. Continue to come back, subscribe, and come back because we all need this. And a lot of people don't understand that people are going through some things right now,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you have to remind yourself that it's okay. Number one, to not be okay, but number two, self-care. You have to
Yes.
feed yourself positive words, positive energy, so that you can get through it. Because a lot is happening, and we'll get into
Mm-hmm.
that in a few. Because stick around, I'm gonna talk about that man with them dead hands in a few. Just hold on. But right now we're going to get into the weather. So Holly Springs today, you have a high of 87, a low of 71, with a evening temps 89 during the day, 73 at night. Feels like, I'm sorry, with a 16% chance of rain, 16%. Winds out of the south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be partly cloudy, but yet a beautiful day. Get outside, go for a walk. 30 minutes is all you need. Humidity will be high, so make sure you drink plenty of water. Memphis, Tennessee, today you have a high of 87, a low of 74. Feels like 90 during the day, 77 at night. It's getting up there with a 15% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. It is going to be mostly cloudy today, and you may have a stray shower. So if you see some clouds in the air, go ahead and take your umbrella because you never know. And I hate getting caught in the rain. Really, I do. But go out there and enjoy yourselves. It's only a 15% chance of rain. Humidity will be high all day and all evening. So make sure you stay hydrated as well. Houston, hot Houston, come on in. Today we have a high of 88, a low of 78. Feels like 97 during the day, 87 at night. That's almost 100 degrees in Houston. That is so disrespectful. So it's not, we just got into May, almost to 100 with a 19% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south, southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. It's going to be mostly cloudy today. Humidity will be high during the day and very high at night. Make sure you stay hydrated. Water will help you to deal with the humidity in the air. And I just came from outside and it's hot. It is hot, yes. It's going to be almost 100 degrees. Yeah, who's not ready for these hot Houston temperatures? Me. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to enjoy them because I know some people, they don't have those temps. I know, Nikki, I see how you're looking at me, Nikki, right now. And I already know that it's pretty hot here, but not so much there. What's the temperature up there?
Let me tell you something. I appreciate 100-degree weather. Everybody don't appreciate it. Like I thrive in 100-degree weather. Here, it does something to my spirit. We had a couple 86-degree days last week, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm like, oh, it's coming, it's coming. And Wednesday here is going to be 56. We got a storm coming through. It's going to be 60, I think 66, and then 60, and then 56.
Those
So,
still some good temperatures, though. Yeah, I get it. I like the cooler air. I don't know. I like the 70s, 60s, 70s. I can even deal with some of the 50s now. Below 50, now I'm looking at you a little sideways because it's chilly.
I'm about to say, maybe you need to come here and I need to go there. We need to switch places or something.
Nah, baby, I'm Texas for life. Look, Powerful Black Woman says it's 80 in Kalamazoo, and I think Melbo said it's going to be 94 in Connecticut by Tuesday. So the temperatures are getting up there. It is May, so it's summertime, and kids are about to get out of school. You know, I'm happy they're getting out. I'm ready for mine to go to summer camp and enjoy themselves. Go have some fun.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
mine starts karate in July. She
Mm.
starts, well, it's called something else. It's not called karate because it's Japanese, but it's it's Samboku or something like that.
That's good. She's gonna love that.
Yeah. So she starts that.
Yeah, she's gonna love it. She's gonna love it. I hope all kids have the opportunity to do something fun over the summer. You know, we put so much pressure on them during the school year. They deserve to have some fun over the summer. And
they don't get out of school here till June. They're like the second week in June, because they don't go till after Labor Day.
Yeah, we go before Labor Day. We go in August, but I'm glad that they're getting out. They need a break, and parents need a break too. And vacations are needed as well. So I'm looking forward to us being able to do some things with the kids this summer. So did you hear about? Let's go ahead and switch over to news that you can use. Now I've got to give a shout out to Louisiana. The state of Louisiana showed up and showed out. Do you hear me? They said we're not for any of these amendments that you want to push through, Governor. I think that they thought that messing with the Constitution and trying to take our right to vote by basically taking out our representation would stop us. It has not. It has fueled our fire. The worst thing that you can do to Black people is piss us off. And guess what? We are pissed.
And I think in Louisiana too, historically, people didn't come out.
They did not. You guys have to remember, Counselor Nikki has her puppy dogs with her.
Yes, I tried to send them upstairs.
Yeah, her fur babies. And they had something to say too. They were just giving their shout out to Louisiana as well.
Yeah, so I don't know who's somebody's at my door.
Okay, go ahead and take care of that. I'm gonna talk about how Louisiana actually did in this last election, and I'm happy to see that although they wanted to try and suppress, it didn't happen. Although they tried to change how and deter Black people from voting, it did not happen. We got out there and we voted, and I expect this to happen in all states, not just Louisiana. I expect this. I know it's going on. Early voting is going on in Georgia right now. There's several states that are having early voting. So I know that we are going to see a change because people are fed up. So over the weekend, I went to Louisiana for my stepson's graduation. Beautiful. Shout out to Kobe Miles, my baby. Congratulations once again. And my husband,
congratulations.
Yes, thank you. And my husband went to East Texas and he had to go to a funeral, his cousin's funeral. The gas in East Texas, $5.60 a gallon. The gas in Louisiana, $4.49 a gallon. I thought he said lower gas prices.
Right.
Isn't that what the man with the black hand said? He said lower gas prices. Where they at?
I don't know, because I know it cost me at least $30 more to fill my tank up.
Yes, at least 30, sometimes 40.
Yeah, exactly.
Depending on the car that you have, the type of car that you have, it depends on the type of gas that you have to put in your car. And
right, I gotta put premium.
But no, I put in, what is it, super, whatever it is, whatever the super is, the top one, I have to put that in my vehicles. Not okay with this. Not okay. Not okay. If you can afford to get a hybrid, I suggest you get a hybrid. I really do. Because
or a little e-bike or something. Yes. Or a motorcycle.
I was thinking about getting a big wheel. You know, it's a good exercise. At this point, I may have to get me a big wheel.
Go old school and get you a moped. Get your little moped. It used to cost $10 to fill up, $8.
You see all these kids riding these scooters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, look, I might have to get on a scooter and take it down to 288. Can you imagine a freeway full of scooters because we cannot afford gas?
That would be sad and funny at the same time.
All right, so I'm going to go through what Governor Kemp thought he was doing, okay?
Okay.
Governor Kemp, who was that in Louisiana?
I think Kemp is in Alabama, ain't he?
Hold on, let me see. Well, I can't pull it up. My computer's stuck. But I'm just going to say whatever the Republicans thought that they were doing in Louisiana by redistricting and trying to get rid of our voting rights. Amendment 1 allows for removal of civil service protection from state employees. Overwhelmingly, no, 78% to 22%. Okay. Amendment 2 creates a separate school system for the city of St. George. No, 504,665, 64% to their 282,856, 36%. They said no, thank you. Everything that you touch, no. Amendment 3 dissolves state savings accounts to pay off teacher retirement system debt, increase teacher and school staff pay. No, 465,180, 58%, to the 333,950, 42%. Why is it that where's the money at? Where's the previous money?
But you're trying to use people's own money to pay them more?
To pay them more.
You need to pay them more, but not using the money that I put in.
No. What? Where are we? That sounds like a scam that the white tie set up. Anyway, Amendment 4 allows local government to shrink or end business inventory taxes. Overwhelmingly, no. 523,087 votes, which is 66%, versus yes, 268,232, 34%. We said no. Louisiana said, no, thank you.
Right. No, thank you.
And finally, Amendment 5 increase the age for the mandatory retirement of judges.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Have y'all lost your minds?
Y'all already here too long. Absolutely not.
609,549, which is 77% of the vote, versus 185,250, which is 23% of the vote, said no, thank you. The state of Louisiana has spoken, and they said that we are sick of you. We're about to not only vote, we're about to vote y'all on up out of here. All of them, get rid of all of them. Every state should be looking at how to get rid of every single Republican there is, because they have nothing, absolutely positively nothing for this country at all.
It's in these states, these red states, they're trying to do big things where they think people are uneducated. But Memphis, Mississippi, Louisiana, they've been coming through. Like, y'all think they're uneducated. They're paying attention. You just didn't think they were paying attention, and you didn't think they were going to come out to vote. That's what you counted on. And you were wrong. They're definitely paying attention.
You know what I was thinking about this? So when Kamala lost 92%, we said we're going to sit down. And that's pretty much what we have done. Now we're standing up because we said we weren't doing anything. The only thing that how we decide, and some people have, if that's them, but how we decided that we're going to protest is vote and make sure our children vote and make sure their friends vote. Y'all are off. The worst thing that you can do in this country, who has treated every African American as if we are nothing. The worst thing that you can do is let us mobilize, and you done piss us off. You've pissed us off to the point where we have sat down. We have protested with our dollars, and we're going to protest with our vote. Good luck to
you know what I think is so dangerous is when Black and brown folks get out here and say, oh, I'm not going to vote for them just because they're a Democrat. Nobody expects you to do that. We expect you
Nobody.
to research and figure out
Why
what
would
it
you?
is that's going to affect you, you know, and what it is they're going to do. But don't just do the opposite because you decided everybody thinks because you're Black that you need to be, you're going to vote Democratic. Like, that's dangerous.
Can't
And
think for yourself, then there's nothing I can do about that. You
yeah,
should be able
but
to think for yourself and realize that nobody is expecting you to vote Democrat just because you're Black. We expect
right.
you to vote for what will help you and your family. You tell me one single policy, not executive order, one
Right.
policy that this administration has passed, and not just this term, in the last term. And if you say HBCUs, you will get cursed out because it gave
And I
nothing.
went to
It gave,
HBCU. I'm
look,
cussing you out too, because that
cursed out. Because what can $9 a student do? Nothing. Okay, a
child.
pair of socks. Are you kidding me? Anyway, when I hear that argument, I am so quick to tell. Give me one policy. If you can name me one policy, we can have a conversation. If you can't name me one policy, we cannot. And I don't like to talk to you, so I know we will never talk.
Yeah.
I don't.
We
I
can
can't
stop
talk
that stop real quick. You have
real
nothing to
quick.
add to the conversation you know, that has to do with any policy or anything that he has done to make things better around here. What are we
Not
talking
one.
about?
Only better for him and his friends.
Yeah.
Okay, because if it's better for
It
you, you must not have a car. You must still live on somebody. You must be living on somebody in your mama's basement, on some woman, on some man. You
right.
living on somebody. You're not progressing. There's nothing that he's doing. We don't need handouts. We need people to actually have a plan. Your health care has gone up. Your prescriptions have gone up. Food has gone up. Gas. Shut it up. I don't want to hear it. We don't
And the
talk.
things that we have gotten is because we worked hard. We didn't, it
Thank
was
you.
never handed to us. Let's just be clear. We've never been handed anything.
Never.
We had to work for the stuff that we were supposed to be eligible for. You know what I mean? We've
Thank you.
never been handed anything. So I just think that's so dangerous though, to go out for people who are going to vote for the first time, or for people who are deciding I'm gonna vote, to hear you say that and you look like them. Like that just
Well, I have learned over the years some people are simpletons, and that's what they are. If you can't think past what somebody is trying to convince you is real, then that's on you, baby. I can't hold everybody's hand. My hands
right.
got two of them. If you can't figure it out, you need to catch up or get left. Let's take a quick commercial break. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
This is Transformation Training Academy. If you're someone that people walk up to and just talk to and tell all their business to and they don't know you, this is your sign. If you're ready to level up, Transformation Training Academy is ready for you. Coach Nikki and Counselor Nikki push you past your limits into your purpose. We help you break patterns, build confidence, and create real change. Your breakthrough isn't someday, it's today. Contact us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe what you wear should remind you of who you are. This is where love meets style. From our signature beautiful hoodies created to remind you to show up as your full authentic self, to our bold her shirts designed for women who know their worth and wear it proudly. Lovership Apparel is more than clothing, it's a movement. Our comfortable confidence-boosting leggings move with you, while our statement backpacks carry your essentials and your purpose wherever life takes you. Every piece is intentionally designed to inspire self-love, confidence, and authenticity, because you deserve to wear something that speaks life into you. Whether you're stepping out, showing up, or standing firm in who you are, Lovership Apparel is made for you. Visit lovershipapparel.com and wear the reminder, be you to the fullest.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans with fresh food baskets each and every day, because no one should choose medication over food. We are here to serve you. Your community is our community, and our community is one community. From our hands to your hands.
You're locked in to WKRA 92.7, the voice of the community. And listen, 2026 is all about showing up and shining. That is why we rock with Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion meets confidence, purpose, and style. From everyday chic to head-turning statement pieces to some fly arm candy, Morningstar has it all. And while you're shopping, tap into the community. Discover Black-owned and minority-owned businesses at ourplugs.com. Also, check out MorningstarBoutiqueByTam.com, where your light owns your style.
And we are back. You're listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. Again, let me say congratulations, Louisiana. Y'all keep it up. We expect you guys to continue to vote, especially in your local elections, not just when it's a primary or not just when it's a general election, but in every local election, because that's how you get the funding that you need in your in your actual city. So continue to go out there and vote. Pay attention, because it's not just for you. It's for your children and your grandchildren. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up Coach Nikki. Let's add her to the stage, because today we have a wonderful show planned. Today it's Coach's Corner. You're not hard to love. You're just done settling.
Good morning,
Yes.
ladies. Let me join from TikTok really quickly. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, your hair looks so cute. You look so
It
cute.
does.
Thank you. You know what's funny about locks is that when you start your lock, this is my third set, everybody. But when you start your locks, you wait for this moment for them to drop. They say they'll drop after a while. And I feel like mine have been kind of like up here the whole time, but they're not. They're longer. So when I feel like, let me see if I can get a ponytail, and I can get one, I'm like, oh, I might wear it for days.
Yes, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
As always, though, you are such a beautiful person, inside and out, inside and out.
Thank you.
Child, that blue is popping. I'm like,
you love my blue. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's blue and green.
Yeah, I like that.
It's sapphire blue. That's my birthstone. I'm a September baby. And then ocean blue.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Kind of
gives
it be popping.
Okay.
Thank you.
Our listeners out there, if you want to see for yourself, just go to YouTube, go to Our Plugs LLC, subscribe, like the live, of course, and check out our show. It'll be playing as soon as you click the button. It'll be playing. But yeah, Nikki is absolutely beautiful. She's Coach Nikki. I got two Nikki's up in there. Let me get
you got the twins.
I got two twins.
Yes, we got the twins tonight. I love it.
And we got Coach Nikki, we got Counselor Nikki, and then we just got DJ Kitty here. Today we are talking once again. It's Coach's Corner. You're not hard to love. You're just done settling.
You're not hard to love. You're just done settling. I like that. Yes.
And because you're not hard to love and you're just done settling, that is why you need to tune in, because Coach Nikki is about to give us some knowledge and understanding to get you through, because there's nothing like knowing what your next step. You know, there's nothing like knowing, especially after a breakup. You know, after a breakup, you pretty much are like, okay, now what do I do? And it's always nice to have some sort of guidance. And we're lucky this morning because we've got not only Coach Nikki, we've got Counselor Nikki. So hey,
we're blessed to be here. We are blessed to be here.
Yes.
What's up, TikTok? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Instagram? But Kitty, you're absolutely right. Most of the time that people question their worth, I want to say that there's a step during a relationship, and this is any type of relationship, this isn't a friendship, this is a romantic relationship, platonic, familial, there's a point during a relationship with someone where you start to question your value, your worth, especially if you are someone who shows up 100% in a relationship. You're doing all the things, but this person still won't do right by you. You then start to internalize and like, hey, well, what's wrong with me? So I want everybody to know that it's not always you. You know, I say all the time, hey, I'm the problem. I'm the problem. You know, sometimes I'm the problem, because sometimes we are. However, when it comes to your value and your worth, you are never the issue. There are some people that cannot meet your standard, and that's okay. Hey, y'all. T Wiz says, let me read T Wiz. T Wiz says, after a breakup, I say, I can't read that on the radio.
You know, you got to be real careful before you read anything T Wiz puts in the comments. Because
you know,
let me see.
I honor and admire that about you, because not everybody has that same strength, you know. And then here, the thing about it is, a lot of people will apply themselves the same way in a relationship over and over and over again, not realizing you need to kind of reevaluate how you're showing up for certain people. Not everybody deserves all of you all the time. Not everybody deserves your best self either. So sometimes we get into these situations and we're like, you know what? I'm asking him or her this. I'm communicating effectively. I feel like I'm a good listener. I feel like I'm showing up 150% of myself. However, my needs aren't being met. That's that you have to step back and reevaluate and understand that it's not your worth that's in question here. It's this person. Yeah. And be okay moving away. But a lot of us like to settle, and I'm saying us because I throw myself in the same boat. I'm a human too. A lot of us like to settle, especially when there's history on the line. Oh, I've been with them for 10. We do it in our friendships. We talked about this, I think, the show that Morningstar and I hosted together about how we stick around in these terrible friendships. You know they ain't no good for you, but history. We've been friends for 20 years, 30. So what? So what? You can meet somebody tomorrow that will treat you with better respect than somebody you met for 200 years. And I promise you that. I've experienced it myself. I've experienced myself, you know. In business, we always say how a stranger will support you better than somebody that you've known for years. It's the same way in a relationship. We have got to stop devaluing ourselves and staying and settling in places where we're not valued.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, it's easier said than done. You know, that's the one thing that a lot of people, they find themselves kind of stuck because, okay, I'm following the steps. You know, I know that this person isn't good for me. I've got to protect my peace. I've got to protect who I am. And I also have to find out who I am once again, because you're a whole different person without that person.
Oh, yeah.
You know, some people are, give them a couple tools to use, you know, to get them from point one, you know, self-care, whatever that looks like. Give them a couple pointers to go through so that they know I'm not crazy. I need some steps in my life.
Absolutely. I went to a kickback this past weekend, and a conversation about relationships came up, and this girl was saying how she was like, well, I shouldn't have to tell a person how to take care of me at this big age. I said, do you want to be thrown in the boat with everybody else? Do you want this man to treat you just like everybody else, but yet you want to be unique? You want somebody to value you for your differences. However, you just said, show up the way you've been showing up in all your other past relationships. I'm okay with giving somebody the blueprint of me. You ain't never rode this ride before. You know nothing. I need to give you instructions. I'm okay with that. I never feel like you need to be reading my mind.
Right.
All of a sudden, just automatically knowing what it is that I need. And I haven't told you. I think that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But this opened up a can where people was like, listen, there's couples in the room and everybody looking around like.
I mean, but it's so true though, Nikki. If you really think about it, if you really want to be in a relationship, who has time for games? That, to me, that's
right.
I feel like
I feel like you should know how I feel. How will I know? I can't read your mind. So,
and I've heard people say,
go ahead.
You'll figure it out if you love me, or if this person loves me, they I don't know how. I never understood that.
I wish we could I know you lying. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. We do ourselves a disservice assuming that someone should just know you. But to the contradiction, though, I'm unique. I'm different. I'm not like the rest. I say it all the time because I am. Okay. I don't expect you to treat me the same way you treat everybody else. You've never experienced me before. And you also have never experienced that person before. So why aren't we having these conversations? Treat these romantic situations the same way you would treat a friendship, meeting a new friend. What type of things do you like to do? Like, where do you like to go? What type of, like, learn these people and allow these people to learn you. But to automatically make someone read your mind, you do yourself a disservice. So now when he's not popping up with roses and all this type of stuff, I didn't know you liked them. Oh, but you want to because you're a girl that all of y'all like the same thing. Okay, got it. I'll treat you like everybody else. And then we have a problem.
Right. I mean, well, that's, it's even like married couples, right? I have couples in couples therapy who were married for 30 years. Y'all got married when you were 18. You've had children. You've experienced all these different things in life. You're not the same people. You can't expect him. He's still doing the stuff he was doing because it used to be okay. You can't get mad because he didn't change. You didn't tell him you wanted something else.
Well, the thing about it, when it comes to marriage, is you're supposed to grow together. You're supposed to, when you're growing together and you're finding out about a person, that's whether it's a marriage, whether it is a friendship, you're growing. So you're learning that person. And along the way, that takes communication. If you can't communicate with your spouse and I not just say a few things because you're upset and in the heat of the moment communicate, but actually just have a conversation about life and your values and how you see things. Have that conversation, because if y'all aren't having conversations, what else are you doing? You got to talk about something. You can't just talk about sports and how was your day. You might want to talk about, what do you think about what's going on politically? What do you think about, if we were to have kids, where would you want to live? You got to kind of do a deep dive into that person. That person becomes your project. And just like at work, you got to do the research to complete your work. You have to do the research on your person just as well to find out what makes them tick. And can you adjust, and you two not just adjust, but you two come together and work properly together. If you can't have that communication, then there will be a lot of hurt feelings about, and I thought you knew and you should have guessed, because y'all not talking.
Right.
And tonight's topic I know we're talking about relationships, like romantic relationships, but this is all across the board, because there are children that grow up questioning their value, because the dynamic in the household, the parents couldn't get it together. I get that. But this is all across the board for us who are knowledgeable enough to know how to pick up and move. I want people to start doing that. Act like you value yourself, because I feel like the only way that somebody's going to value you is if you're holding yourself to that same standard. And we are not too hard to love. Sometimes we are trying to get blood from a penny, if you will. We are trying to get this emotion out of people who just don't have it. And we stick around with these same people because of history, because of time. And then a lot of times we're holding that potential genie wand over their head. They'll change. Stop sitting around waiting for that. In any aspect, this is on the job too, because sometimes you're devalued at work. Sometimes you're questioning if you're good enough at work, because you might have been up for a promotion for 5 years consecutively and never got it, and saw somebody else come in new and get that over you. That happened to me. And I was like, dang, am I in the right field? Like, what do I do? Like, I'm having conversations with HR, with my boss. Like, is it me? Am I the problem? Like, what's happening? When I know that I'm presenting myself either the same way or better than these other people. But you'll be in situations like that where sometimes people cannot meet you emotionally where you want them to, because they're not there yet. And you can only meet someone as far as they've met themselves. So we have to stop putting that potential fairy dust on people and just accept things and people for who they are and what it is, and decide to pick up and move. Because what my biggest fear, and I've been in a space, and I think many of us have maybe, that you're questioning your value, you're questioning your worth. Like, am I really worth this, or do I want too much? Are my needs too much? No. Ask for more. Matter of fact, ask for more.
Yeah.
Ask for more and be okay asking for more, always. But it like Kitty said, this is easier said than done, but it takes practice though. You have to start showing up for you the same way you want other people to show up for you. And when you set that standard and you raise that bar, that's all you have to expect. That's the anticipation after that. Because now you're no longer sitting in that settle basket waiting on somebody to show you just how valuable you are, because you already know. because you've done that mirror work, that shadow work. You've done the work on yourself, but it always starts with us.
It does. I had to tell one of my daughters, this was early when she first started dating, and she had gone for a breakup. And I had to tell her, I said, work on you, because anytime you're in a relationship and you break up, you need a minute. You need a minute. Don't hop, jump, and skip right back into something else, because you haven't even cleared that out. Your pH is still off. You need to get that all cleared out. Don't thing a thing now. I'm just gonna say it. You got to get that all cleared out first, and that's mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You got to get the do a true cleanse, okay? And
That
then
is true.
during that time, that's when you work on you. That's when I had to explain to her, that's when you go to God in prayer. Once you've done that inner work and you've asked him to help you work on you, you go to him and ask for a partner. Now, God is a loving God. If he sees that you still ain't cleared up things and you still going back and running back and forth, he's not going to put you in the hands of someone who has done the work and ask the same prayer, pray the same prayer you've prayed. He's not going to bless you with that. Y'all, you're not right. Your pH is still off. It's a little off.
God don't bless no mess.
He don't bless no mess. So
and all relationships it's a grief. It's grief. It's a loss. Family, friends, romantic relationships. It's all grief, and you have to work through grief. Grief does not go away until you work through it. You can't go around it. You can't go over it.
Got to go through it.
Yeah,
you got to go through it.
Yeah, and that's all of us. Nobody's exempt.
Nobody.
The one thing that I think that social media has tricked everybody into thinking is that everybody else in the world's lives are perfect. There is not a single perfect person on this planet.
It does not exist.
It does not exist. And the things that you may go through, everybody has their own trials and tribulations. So comparing your life and saying, oh, this person has this perfect situation going on, yet I'm stuck over here, you're doing yourself a disservice. Work on you. Love you. God does. If he didn't, baby, like I know, you would be going, take me through there. Ain't that what the kids say? Take me through that. Okay? I say, I'm just saying. Go ahead, Nikki.
I love it. But I love this conversation. But overall, tonight's conversation is you're not hard to love. You're not hard to love. You're just unsettling. I love the conversations that we have on Our Plugs in general, every single show. And we talk about how when we're in situations when we feel like we're growing, like we start to get uncomfortable in certain situations, that's a sign of growth. Like whenever you feel like you're uncomfortable somewhere or things that you've been doing every single day start to kind of irritate you a little bit, like doing a check-in. Sometimes that's a sign of growth. Am I right, Counselor Nikki? And
absolutely.
When you get uncomfortable in spaces, like spaces will start to feel too small for you. Relationships will do the same thing. And that's a sign of you. Maybe you've been settling and maybe your nervous system is saying, hey, we're tired here. We're done doing this rat race here. And maybe it's time to reevaluate.
Yeah. And we won't move unless we're uncomfortable. If we're comfortable, if we're kind of uncomfortable, no, but we get really uncomfortable where we're not sleeping, where we're moving around a lot, where we're second guessing things. That's when we make moves. We will not move until we get to that point where this does not serve me. This does not fit me. I have to make a change.
Very true. Very true. T. Wiz says social media allows people to pretend to be perfect. Social media does allow that. And that's a conversation that I've had with now I'm having them more with my 12-year-old, but the 21-year-old, when she was coming up, we were having conversations about that. And I've always said to everybody that comparison is the thief of joy. And that's what social media is. Social media is a comparison bucket. Like it is literally a comparison field. Like you go on there,
Yes.
oh, they have that. Like, and we're all influenced by social media in some aspect, which is why it's important for us to have, kind of the reins pulled back a little bit with our younger generation, because they're easily, they're susceptible to following anything that's on here. But I agree, T Wiz, it does. But having that discernment, having that knowledge, hey, you know what? I already know. I remember when my oldest daughter was 12. And one time she came to me and she was like, can we go? Such and such, my friends are out there. I was like, no, they're not. I was like, you really think these 12, 13-year-old girls is out living it up like this? They're taking pictures at events, changing clothes, and then posting them later on. They're not even there. I said, call your friend right now. She had a friend, Gabby. Call your friend right now. Ask Gabby where she at. Gabby in the bed. But Gabby posted a picture. It looked like she was having the time of her life. And I'm like, you cannot believe that it's propaganda. It's there to trick the mind. It is there to trick the mind. But
exactly.
Do not compare your life or anything that you have going on. Be happy with you. Okay, be happy with you and everything that you have going on. But do not compare yourself to anybody on this app. Listen, y'all have seen me in. I'm a shapeshifter. Y'all have seen me in every form on here. Okay, and some of the videos that I look back from our shows from last year, like people know I'm very open going through a divorce. I'm okay with that. That's a human thing. Stuff happens. You know what I mean? I'm not always up to par. I'm not always together. I'm not always feeling like doing anything. I was very tired today. You know what I mean? But I'm like, you know what? I know the energy that this show gives me. I know the excitement that this show gives me. I'm going to do it. And you know what? Maybe somebody might need what I'm saying today. So I got up. But I'm very, very transparent. And we don't have a lot of people like that that's on this internet. A lot of people want you to see, listen, they dressed up from here up, ain't got no drawers on the bottom. Okay. Not believing it.
And it's sad because we have to have those conversations earlier. I'm already having conversations like that with my child. She's 7. She just turned 7. We having conversations about what you see on YouTube, though. That's not real. They're getting paid. They're getting paid. They're giving them this stuff because they want them to promote it to you, who now wants me to buy it. This is not their life. They're not doing this every day.
Yeah. It's all a gimmick, to make you. And I always say we're in a world like be you. My brand is Leverage Apparel, but the line be you to the fullest. Be all of you, because this world tells you be everything that you're not. This world tells you compare. And it's so important for you to be yourself so that you can love yourself, because you have got to be fulfilled with yourself every single day. And this internet will tell you, no, don't be like that. It fat shames. Like it does all the things, and I've gone through everything. Like I'm a human. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've gone through it all. And I think that some of us have as well. But the internet will have you thinking that these people are living these beautiful, lavish lives. Ain't nobody got this stuff going on all the daggone time. Especially people from your own neighborhood. Like, are you? I looked at my daughter like, are you for real? Her house right down there. Let's drive. Let's go and see if she's not outside playing in this yard, or if she's on this lavish vacation. Like, just let's get a little bit more real and serious about ourselves. But I agree with that, T Wiz. Yeah.
We're about to take a break, but that reminds me of when I watch reality TV. It's not anybody's reality. They get people who have decided to sell their souls, if you want to know the truth, for $1. And so they put them on TV, and we know, because we see it in the numbers, success and good stories. People don't want to see that. They want to see drama. They want to see action. That's what's going to hold their attention, something negative. And so you notice that the people that get on all of these reality TV shows, they always have something negative going on. Either they're breaking up with their spouse, or their business is going under, or they're getting charged for fraud, or it's always a gimmick, because people aren't interested in seeing the good, in my opinion. That's not what people tune into. They tune into the drama. And if you can't recognize that, you'll be stuck watching that, in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, it's okay to unwind and watch it, but you have to say back in your mind as an adult, that is not realistic. Chaotic TV is the best way to phrase it. It's chaotic. And who wants to live in a world we have enough chaos with that man with that leprosy on his neck? We don't need chaos. My anxiety, y'all. My anxiety. But let's
But
take a
even
break. Go
I was gonna
ahead.
say,
Go ahead.
even think about what they wear. Nobody goes around to lunch popping like that all the time. Like nobody looks like that every day.
Real quick, DJ Kitty, I told my friend, I said, I'll be daggone if I get dressed up looking this cute to go fight somebody. And we were talking about bad.
Throwing water on
Two
each other.
seconds in, and my stuff all tore up. I just finished getting dressed. Like, what?
Right.
But, television, think about it. They want to tell you a vision. And that vision, people actually believe that is how people act. That's why, if you think about all the older films, they subjectified Black people in the worst, the pimp roles, the prostitute roles, the broken homes, the white savior complex. It's got to be something negative. Because they're telling a vision to people, and they don't realize that this is never anybody's reality. Now they're realizing that Black people don't actually live like that. We actually live civilized, and maybe, just maybe, y'all need to look at your own backyards. Let's take a break. You are now listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingandTrainingServices.com.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit marakeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who send us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DJ Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
Hello, everybody. My name is Monica Meeks. I'm a wife, a mom, and a soldier for life. And I'm running for the 19th Judicial District Circuit Court Clerk for Montgomery and Robertson County in Tennessee. I am so grateful for Our Plug LLC for giving me an opportunity to share my platform and explain why I'm running for office. Early voting is July 17th through August 1st, with the final day of voting on August 6, 2026. I'm an independent candidate, and I appreciate your support.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. Quick reminder, Georgia, your elections are coming up this Tuesday. That is May 19th. Please go out and vote. Mara Keller, you've heard her commercial with us over the last, what, 5 or 6 months. Go out and vote. Exercise your right to vote. Show up like Louisiana did. They said nope, no, no, thank you. All right, let's get back to Coach's Corner. You're not hard to love. You're just done settling.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to pose this question to everybody. Has anyone ever told you that you're being too difficult?
No.
In any capacity. In any capacity. Not a romantic partner, in any capacity.
Yeah, probably.
I've experienced it here being in this TikTok world. Okay. Somebody just asked me last week, why are you so hard? I said, I'm not hard. I'm just not a yes man. I'm just not a yes man. Jamel in the chat on YouTube said yes. And how did that make you feel? Because in that moment, and it didn't make me feel anyway, because I'm way stronger than I used to be. But in that moment, I realized, okay, you want me to water down myself so that you can feel.
Oh no.
You want me to walk, because this is something that I believe in. It's something I talk about all the time. But because you can't handle it, now I'm too difficult. It's happened before. It's happened in stores. It's happened when I used to work in healthcare. I remember one surgeon, I think I shared this story on here one time, because I did not react to his disrespect. He said, oh, she's angry. Ooh, angry Black woman.
Because you did not react.
I didn't, because he assumed that I would. So what happened was, my office was backed by MRI. It was backed by the MRI down in radiology. I don't know if y'all are familiar. Most radiology departments are on the first floor. And so my office was in the back by MRI. And so they happened, a patient was coding. So they had my office blocked off. The whole hallway was blocked. I couldn't get through. I had my food in my hand. I wanted to eat my food. Anybody else would, yes, really. Anybody else would have been like, like, dang, I just want to eat my lunch. My time is limited. I got to get this real quick. So I didn't respond to at all. Like, I'm just standing there. This patient is coding. I actually care about people. So I'm standing there like, and he goes, oh, she's angry. It pissed me off, but I didn't let him see that. Can I say pissed on the radio? It pissed me off, because you assume that I should have an attitude right now, because I'm not having an attitude. Now you're trying to agitate me. Now you're antagonizing me. Absolutely. It was I ain't gonna say the demographic he was, because I couldn't believe it. Because I wanted to say, baby, they don't want you here either. Okay.
That's a pretty good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I got a pretty good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And those microaggressions just remind me that let me keep it politically or radio correct.
Pop it.
That some people can't see past their ego, and that ego, their vision is so limited because that ego is so small. Mm-hmm. And when you don't give them the reaction that they want, mm-hmm. then it's your fault. Mm-hmm. Baby, you'll never get a reaction. The only reaction that I give is a non-reaction, because you're not worth it. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing that I've learned working in corporate America. I wish I would go back and forth with you. I will sit there and just look at you. You can't argue with, you can't argue with me. I'm not going to argue.
Fool argues with themselves. Yeah.
I'm just going to sit there and look at you, because I said what I said.
Because I have mastered the blink.
Listen, and Twin, you've been on my lives before when people have tried to, pay me or get something out of me, and I'm just like, where my moderators are ready to block them, I'm like, no. Let us sit here. And now, Lynn, what's wrong with you?
You like to play with your food before.
I love to play with my food. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? Like, I'll lean in real quick. Like, why are you so difficult? I'm not. You just thought I was gonna fold because you wanted me to. We're not doing that. That's not even what Our Plugs is about. Like, the ladies and gentlemen of Our Plugs, we promote love and light. We want people to grow. We want our community to grow. You're not going to come over here and try to stop my growth. You're not going to come over here. Go find somebody else's playground to play on, because it's not me. But I get rage baited a lot. I get told I'm difficult more often. But I'm like, oh, good. You see me as a challenge, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be easy for anyone.
No.
You want people to respect you, but respect is always earned and not just given. That's number one. But I can't respect you if you're not respecting yourself. Every time you feel that you're doing a disservice to me by talking down to me, you're actually showing me how insecure and simple that you actually are. So instead of me going back and forth, I'm just done.
Yeah.
It's easier. I've learned that over time, it's easier just to let people, hey, okay, think what you
Got
want.
it. You got
And
it.
we teach them how to treat us. You know, if they think every time they feel overwhelmed or feel insecure, they can come to us and drop that on us, and then we get to have that heaviness and feel upset and all that.
Mhm.
They went on about their business.
Yeah.
Now we got to carry that. No,
No.
you don't get to change the way I feel today. You don't get to be in charge of my emotions. So
Absolutely.
sorry.
Absolutely not. And
Do you
I'm
remember,
sorry. Go
do
ahead.
you guys remember a movie? It's with Vivica Fox and Morris Chestnut, and they were dating. Two can play that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they would transfer that energy back and forth. That is so real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you
Mhm.
ever been in a great mood and somebody called you and they call with their trauma and then their drama, and then you get off the phone with them and you're no longer in a great mood. Now you're upset because they've
Yeah.
transferred that energy to you. So I always tell people, you know, take a beat. Now, when I had to learn this. My younger self, I got a mouth and I curse a lot. I just don't curse on the radio, but I curse a lot. My younger self, I would go back and forth, but the older you get, baby, I can't be wasting my oxygen.
It's your life minutes. I think you just realize that you're not worth my time, and I'm just not going to spend these life minutes on you. I'm just not going to do it.
I like that, life minutes. Yeah,
it's my life minutes. I don't know how many more I got left. You think I'm about to waste it on?
Well, I'll be difficult. That would definitely be difficult if it means I'm setting boundaries and you're not going to run all over me. If that's difficult, then hey, that's who I am. Know that.
And to your point, let me read this. This is some of my notes that I have on the side. Okay, people will call you difficult the moment you start requiring consistency. Okay, they'll say that you changed because you started to set boundaries. And we're not setting boundaries anymore with this team. We got standards. Okay, boundaries we can manipulate. We got standards. Okay, and they're concrete. All right, they'll say that you asked for too much because you finally learned what you deserve. People will do that. And when we are really powerful women in this group, and when we speak the way we speak, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that don't like it, but they don't like it because they're not confident enough to get on here and talk and pop it like the way we pop it. Okay, because we pop it on here. But asking for good, effective communication is never asking for too much. Wanting honesty is never asking for too much. And I'm very blunt and honest on this internet. Like I said, I like to play with my food. You get on here and pop with me, don't think that you're going to get the same thing back in return. I want to sit here. I'm going to pick your brain. I'm probably going to make you question your existence. You're gonna be like, this lady is crazy. This lady is absolutely crazy. But to get back to our topic, you know, wanting effort, reassurance, respect, loyalty, emotional safety, that's never too much. You're not difficult. You're not too difficult. You're not hard to love. You are just with the wrong people, around the wrong people, and it's okay. Coach Ulysses said facts. Ulysses, you done seen me eat them up several times. I don't play. It's just because first of all, we spend a lot of time with ourselves, and we spend a lot of time working on things that a lot of people don't know about. And in those shadows where I don't have anybody to lean on, because maybe I'm not even ready to open up about this. You don't know how much work it took for me to get to where I am. And I don't have to have a reaction like that. I always try to keep in mind, you know what? I don't have to pop up right now. I could break you down. And I'm going to do it like this. While you're up here, one of us got to be right here. Two people like this. Yeah. Where's the resolve? I'm going to put you right here. And you're going to be mad.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Be mad. Be mad. But you are not wasting my life minutes.
Even think about MAGA. That's what they want. They want you to be up there with them, so you don't ask them no real questions. So you don't ask them about policy. So you don't ask them to explain anything because you done got out task because you're cussing them out. Now, you know, people want you to be there so that they can get off what they need to get off, and you are still not, you know, setting that boundary. They just want you to go back and forth. I am not going back and forth.
No,
I can't do the rah back and forth.
No, what Ply said? You want to argue? You mad?
You mad?
You want to? I ain't finna argue with you.
I can't argue.
No,
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
You can have that.
We have too much going on in our day to day to take the time out of our day to go back and forth. That is one of the reasons why I don't talk to MAGA, because I feel like you're not intellectually available for me to even talk to, because You believe the man with the leprosy on his neck. You believe everything that man has told you, but gas is up. Groceries are high. Prescription drugs.
Our gas is almost
Health insurance.
$6.
I mean, baby, again, I'm going to go back to my original question. Name me one policy that the man with the black hands and leprosy on his neck has passed. One. Not an executive order. One policy that has helped the American people, not just black people, the American people. What has helped you financially? Financially, yeah, it's a struggle. I don't care how much money you make. Going to the gas pump and it's $5.60 a gallon, and you got to put 25. You got to make some. You have to make some life choices. Am I going to put gas in my car, or am I going to buy groceries for me and the family? Do I have enough money to care? Pay for my health care? Do I, if our healthcare has changed, some people have to pay where they were paying $35 for insulin. Now they're paying $1,200 for insulin. It's life changing. So I need people to think a little bit quicker. Go vote. Anyway, go ahead.
Wait, Duce, I'm reading Duce's comments on TikTok. He passed the BBB. He passed the Larkin-Riley Act, the Lakin-Riley Act. The right.
I'm not about to play with you today. Y'all know that's the real Duce, Poppy.
Yeah.
And he's in the comments talking noise. I'm not about to play with you. Where's DJ at? Because DJ, come get him. Now.
I can't say it, but read Coach Ulysses.
Hey, I feel the same way. Look, I've been on my walking pad. I'm trying to get it together because I may need, some gas.
Get on the pump. I'm just saying.
Listen, I understand.
Gotta feed the family.
I'm setting up my OF account right now. Okay.
Okay. Mama said you got to use what you got to get what you want nowadays. And hey, look, gas.
Look, maybe I can get me a page and people can watch me take my socks on and off or something.
Listen, gas is $4.49. Over here.
$5.
I have premium. I'm at $5.65, $5 something.
Wait, you use premium?
Yeah. Well, I use whatever regular. Is it premium?
Regular is $4.49. Premium, I'm sure it's $5.16 or something like that.
I'm done. Look, y'all. We got to make some life decisions. Big wheel, a scooter, and leave your car in the garage because we got to make a car payment, but you ain't got the money to put gas in it to get back and forth. Companies eventually are going to have to either raise wages or allow people to work from home because they're
we back at that. Money.
Yeah. I laughed. I don't know if y'all familiar with Speedy, but Speedy is this lighting guy. He's a content creator. I can't tell you exactly what he's famous for, but he's hilarious. But Speedy, I'm around. He said, I'm not missing. He said, I ain't missing on none of these scams. He said, I'm getting PVP loan. I missed out last time loafing around, and so did I. I was afraid. Like so many people were getting. I was like, oh nah. They're going to come back and want this. I don't have time for it. This time around, sign me up because baby, we not doing it like that no more.
But y'all got to think about it. The man with the black hands, he's not going to be around too much longer. So all this scamming is about to stop. So I wouldn't suggest folks do it. I never suggest people do scams. Go on and make you an honest living. If you got to get you a side hustle, go down to somewhere and do what you got to do for a little something.
Listen, if all the people they say are
feet pics, just let me know. Me and Twin will sign you up. Let us know. We're gonna do an evaluation. We're gonna do this.
Let me just tell you, if anybody listening from Minnesota, if y'all got some fraud going on, because they swear we got a lot of fraud here, throw me a few bucks. I won't tell. I will not tell. Stop being stingy.
Look, where's the love? Share the love.
Right. Stop being stingy.
We're all in this together. Oh my God.
Look, let me put this disclaimer up here. We do not promote scams.
We're just joking. Just joking.
Right.
Although our
kidding.
government is a straight scam, and they are the scammers of the scam. We will not promote scam over here on Our Plugs.
No.
WKRA 92.7. Now it's all jokes
He's
and
just
all
jokes.
love, allegedly.
These
TikTok.
just jokes.
These just jokes. However, back to these gas prices, look, anywho, I really like that we are talking about not settling, because let's get into it. There's some things that we should never settle for. We should never settle for a rotten spouse. We should never settle for an abusive spouse. Ever. We should not settle for disrespect. We should not settle for abuse of our children or ourselves. We should not settle for a man with a diaper, with leprosy on his neck, fat ankles, who has lied over millions of times. We should never settle. If y'all don't make sure y'all are registered to vote and get out there and vote, we are in a world of trouble. Now, we sat down because y'all was tripping with Kamala. Kamala's gonna run again, in my opinion. And if she does, I need everybody to be clear about the assignment. White people, I'm talking to y'all. Hispanic.
Yeah, they're gonna have amnesia.
Hispanic people, I'm talking to y'all. Remember ICE, okay? Get in that voting booth and let's get this country back in order. Every brown person, we need y'all to show up and show out, because we're not settling any longer. Why settle for mediocre? They're mediocre. And they know it, and they know we know they are mediocre, and they can't accept it. And that's why we deal with all the hate and the pushback from MAGA. But it's our time. Get out there and vote. Don't let anybody tell you can't.
That's right.
Can't is not in our vocabulary.
And we have never been mediocre.
Ever. And let me tell you something real. The real do say, Poppy, you got one more time.
Listen, he is cracking me up. He is cracking me up.
One more time, brother. You got one more time to come on the live and spew your mega lies over here. Let me get real with you. Your mega lies. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyhow, we got a few more minutes left in the show, Nikki. What would you say to our young adults who are stepping out into the dating world, and they need some advice from someone in their, they're elder, they not gonna listen to me. I'm 56,
They should listen to you. Okay.
Good.
But
they gotta get that.
Absolutely. I would say show up as your complete self always. God cannot bless you pretend to be. Don't bring a representative. This is a cliche thing where people say, oh no, I met her representative. I didn't get to meet her until I got comfortable, or him or her, till I got comfortable with it. No, be comfortable with you off jump. Show up as your complete and full self always. Okay. Everyone has an audience. Someone will fall in love with you. And if they don't, on to the next. But show up as your complete self. Love who you are, because who you are is just as worthy as the next person. You are valuable. You are important. You is kind. You is important. But you are special. You are unique. And I really want people to understand you are so unique. There is nobody like you. Even two identical twin sisters don't even share the same exact DNA. There's something different about each of them. And I want you to understand your uniqueness and your importance to this world and your importance to yourself, first and foremost. So please always show up as your complete, authentic self. Somebody will love you just for who you are.
I love that, Nikki. That is so true. And always, please, if you decide that it didn't work out, clear out your pH. Get it straight before you jump into another relationship. And I'm talking mind, your mental, your physical, your spiritual. I hate to say financial. Y'all better not be giving them boys your money. Or ladies, you better hold on to your dimes. Please keep your money in your pockets. Anyway, Nikki, would you like to tune in? Any words for a youngster out there who's just now, you know, thinking about approaching, the dating scene? Any words of advice for them?
Yeah, I just think for anybody in any relationship situation with whoever it is, romantic, family, friends, if it doesn't work out and you're being you're being your authentic self, don't take responsibility for other people's stuff. Don't take that with you and decide, oh, I can't do that. I have to change who I am because it didn't work out. That's their stuff. Let them have their stuff.
Yeah.
So be careful of taking ownership for something that does not belong to you.
I agree with that. A lot of people would like to push it onto you. That's their energy. Let that be their energy. Don't take ownership of that. No. There's some comments on TikTok. T-Wiz, I'm
Listen,
is a mess. Okay, T-Wiz, I can't read that on the radio.
My goodness, I'm screaming. I do have an affirmation before we close.
Okay.
And I'll leave us with that. But Twin, I love what you said. Absolutely. People will try to push their stuff off on you and make you own it. We're just too afraid to take ownership on our own mess. Unfortunately. But Kitty, if you may.
Bow your eyes and close your head in my brother Darian's voice.
That's when we're going for the after party, y'all. Okay. My closing affirmation is, I am not hard to love. I am worthy of consistency, honesty, respect, and genuine care. I no longer shrink myself to fit in spaces that cannot honor me. I choose love that feels safe, mutual, and aligned.
Amen. One more time. One more time.
I am not hard to love. I am worthy of consistency, honesty, respect, and genuine care. I no longer shrink myself to fit into spaces that cannot honor me. I choose love that feels safe, mutual, and aligned. Heavy on the respect.
Heavy on the respect.
Heavy.
Respect. As always, Nikki, it is a pleasure to start the show off with you.
I'm honored. Thank you.
You start us off on the right path so that we set the week up. And this is what we've been doing for a year and a half now. And I know, a year and a half. Time has flown by. This is a great opportunity WKRA has given us, and we love doing this. We love bringing you, our listeners, this every Monday morning. Coach Nikki, any last words?
Y'all be amazing this week. Be blessed. Remember, no disrespect, okay? Y'all heard me say heavy on the respect. Be in spaces that are aligned with you. Be in spaces where you're celebrated and not tolerated. But choose you, choose happy, do something good for yourself, and do something good for somebody else if you feel like it.
Absolutely.
If you feel like it.
If you feel like it.
You have the mental capacity to do something for somebody else if you feel like it. Okay.
If you feel like it. Love you, baby girl.
I love you.
Great advice. Go ahead, Nikki. Any last words, honey?
I am going to steal a line from Twin in Lovership Apparel and say, be you to the fullest this week.
Absolutely. Thank you. Holly Springs, Memphis, Tennessee, thank you for having us this morning. WKRA, we truly appreciate the opportunity. You guys have a wonderful start to your week. Don't let anyone ruin your joy. Don't let anyone come in and change your path. You got this. You've got every piece of this. So get out there, go be great, and see us tomorrow where we have Veterans Voice. Goodness gracious, bite. I'm already saying bite because y'all know he's going to come with some mess tomorrow. Tune in. We'll see you in the morning. Have a wonderful Monday. Bye.
Bye.
As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.